Last year, your St. Charles County Ambulance District paramedics responded to 32,215 calls for service. A few weeks ago, we talked a little bit about the type of calls we help with, and today we'll take a look at where those calls are happening in our community. We'll start out in the western part of the county and work our way east by zip code. 63348 is unique in that its borders go into 3 counties, and thus is covered by several ambulance districts. SCCAD responded to 270 calls in our area last year. 63332, home to the wine country of Augusta and our Medic 20 first response team, accounted for 61 calls. Another rural area of the county, 63341, accounted for 179 calls for service. Moving into the more densely populated 63385 zip code, which includes the city of Wentzville, we responded to 3,445 calls for help. Lake St. Louis residents in 63367 kept us busy, coming in at 3,413 calls. 63366, which includes most of O'Fallon and St. Paul, came in at 6,853 calls. Further south than O'Fallon, in Darden Prairie, in 63368, we responded to 777 calls. 63304, which is mostly unincorporated county, but also includes Weldon Spring and parts of Cottleville, accounted for 2,898 calls. If you were wondering what zip code was our busiest, we've come to it. 63376 came in at 7,166 calls. The zip codes in the city of St. Charles are unique in that some emergency medical calls are handled by the city fire department and others are handled by the ambulance district. Which agency responds is dictated by which has the closer advanced life support unit available. The ambulance district responded to 2,414 calls in 63303 last year and 4,584 calls in 63301. Further north, in 63373, where our Medic 40 first response team is located in Portage Sioux, we handled 48 calls. Last but not least, the northeastern tip of the county, 63386, accounted for 46 calls. Anyone adding up these numbers with a calculator knows that we're a bit shy of the total call volume quoted earlier. That's because occasionally we respond to calls for motor vehicle collisions on bridges that straddle 2 counties. In addition, we are sometimes asked to provide mutual aid for neighboring counties when their resources are heavily taxed. Calls of this nature account for the remainder.